I'm going to talk for a couple of minutes today about bumps on top of the foot. These are usually bumps that you'll see in this area. We'll look on the foot right here, kind of in this area right here. Now there's two common causes of this. One is a bone problem, the other is a soft tissue problem. We're going to talk about the bone problem first. Most common cause is a condition called metatarsal, which is this bone, cuneiform, which is this bone, exostosis, which means bone spur. This usually happens on feet that collapse a bit more than they should. Because of the physics of the foot being an arch-shaped structure, as it goes down, these bones get pressed together. There's a law of physiology, it's called Wolff's Law. It says if you put pressure on bone, bone grows. So if you're someone whose foot flattens a bit more than it should when you walk, these bones get pressed together here, and over time you get a lump of bone or a growth of bone forming here. In and of itself, it's not dangerous, nothing to worry about, but it can certainly cause irritation on shoes. When we look at treating this problem, we look at stretching the shoes, we look at changing lacing techniques, we give you suggestions on different shoes. We might use an orthotic device to stop some of the compression between here, but we want to use a very specialized one that doesn't take up a lot of room in the shoe that would push this up against the shoe. So there's some very simple, very effective ways to treat this. If the conservative treatment doesn't work, you can surgically go in and remove this bump. However, surgery should always be your very, very last resort. So that's the bony problem. The second one is the soft tissue problem, and it can occur in the same area, but it's a little bit movable. Now, there's a lot of different causes of this, but the most common one is a condition called a ganglion, which is basically an enlargement off of a tendon that fills with a bit of a fluid. In most cases, we can treat that by simply numbing up the area and then aspirating it, and then we give you some treatments to help prevent it from returning. So these are two things that can cause bumps on top of the foot. They're very different. So these are problems where it's probably worth getting a diagnosis, make sure you have the right diagnosis so you can get the right treatment. If you're in our area, make an appointment to see us. If you're not in our area, find a podiatrist in your area. Anybody that's well trained should be able to take care of this problem.